me in just a second here.
Okay.
Let's go ahead and start this stream. See if we're live on Twitch, Bernie.
Okay.
We should be live on YouTube and Twitch right now. Oh, shoot. I got to fix something here.
You're live on YouTube.
Live on YouTube. That's not what I was asking.
I know, but it just came through. Hold
They're
on.
live on Twitch.
Yeah.
Live on Twitch. Okay, cool. We should be good.
Yep.
So we're live on the MLH channel. What about the RPGrinders
That was
channel?
the RPGrinders.
Oh, the RPGrinders. What about the MLH channel?
Let me look.
We should be live there too.
Nope, that's Mexican long hair.
Okay, we're
I'm
good.
sorry.
Very good. What about the RPGrinders? We should be live there too.
Let me look.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Nope. Hold on. Hold on.
And I also have to hold on.
Yeah, you're live.
Okay, beautiful.
Okay.
Let's open link. Go back here. Open this link. Go back here. Open this link. Go back here. Open this link. A few links to open. Bear with me, y'all, if you're listening in the chat. I'm going to need my phone to get the Twitch chat.
Oh, you can use mine. It's already open.
Oh, okay. Thank you, Bernie.
You're welcome.
All right. I think I got all the links up. Okay.
Oh.
Yeah.
Why did I think Monday was the 13th for October? I must have been looking at September. No. I must have been looking at the wrong calendar. I gotta get those dates fixed.
Okay. And then I didn't really play much of anything this week. Word Cookies, all I played.
Word Cookie.
Yeah. Been a busy week, has it not?
Oh, wait.
Okay. Busy.
Yeah, my birthday's on Monday. I don't know why the dates were screwed up here.
Happy birthday, Eric.
That's next month, or October.
Oh.
Yeah.
What day is it? I always forget, Eric.
It's the 13th.
October 13th.
But I was looking at the Windows calendar, and it had the dates all screwed up for a second. They weren't lined up for some reason. I can't take my birthday off. So I'm settling for Tuesday through next Monday on that week.
Gotcha. If you're just joining us, the show's RPGrinders. We have not officially started as of yet. We will be starting here in about 10 minutes. We're waiting for Breakman to jump on in. I think we're good. Hopefully this is a breezy show. I've got actually some things to do after the show, but let me get the news ready for everybody.
So I bought a used copy of Like a Dragon, Yakuza Pirate in Hawaii.
Yeah, how much?
And it was from GameFly for like $30. But the box that came in, the case is busted on the inside, where the clip is like it shaved off the bottom.
I hate that.
So I have to get a replacement box.
Yeah.
I don't know how that could have happened.
No.
Because like I didn't see the little piece inside my package at all, so it must have broke before I even got it in the mail.
Yeah. That always sucks. All right, there we go. I think I'm all ready there.
I think somebody yanked it open when they first had it.
All right.
But But the thing is, like, you can buy a used game from GameFly, but it's technically used because it was pre-opened, but the DLC codes are still valid in most cases because I don't think they're selling you used copies so much as copies that they had in stock.
Got you. What the hell was I gonna do? Oh man, the life of a YouTuber, I swear.
You're getting.
Is that better?
Yeah.
Yeah. A life of a YouTuber. That's what I was saying, Eric. Hold on 1 second here. I got to get our RPGrinder sounds. There we go. All right. I think we're good there. And then I got to make sure and hit record. That really sucks. What's up, Chris? Love you too, dude. Did you get my message, Chris? I sent you back a message. I knew you didn't leave out of discontent, Chris. So you never have to worry about that, dude. I know you have certain things you got to do, Chris. It's all good. And to be honest with you, Chris, I have a lot of conservative values. But I hate the way the Conservative Party has gone, man. You know what I mean? I mean, like I said, Chris, I'm neither a Republican or a Democrat. I've said it for literally decades. I really like the Republican motto. I just hate the practices and the legislation that has been brought forth because it hasn't benefited any of us. It only benefits the top 1%, dude. And as far as the left goes, they're a bunch of cowards. So, and I'm not talking the people. I'm talking the politicians. People on both sides are great. What's up, Bernie?
Oh no, I was just opening that for you. I'm done.
Is that the Twitch? Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Well, I would say that certain people are like. There's a point where in being too nice and being too hopeful and looking for the best in people, it will backfire on you. And, these people will never learn that lesson because they'll do the same mistakes over and over again.
Right. Well, look, Eric. I mean, if you're running on a platform of hope, Obama days, right, and you never provide anything to be hopeful for, what the fuck is the point?
I'm talking about people like Rob Roberts.
Well, you know. Just saying.
Who got mad at me because I suggested Obama was a piece of crap.
Yeah. Oh, don't say anything about Saint Obama, Eric. You know, don't bring up to people the fact that he used drones to kill tons of innocent people. You know, don't bring that fact up. You know, that'll have people in it.
Or he had such uncharisma that he couldn't even wrangle together all the Democrats and inspire them to do actual stuff.
Yeah. You know, Chris, I'm not a fan of any politician, but the closest I've ever been to a fan of a politician is Bernie Sanders. Bernie Sanders is the only left-leaning politician, and I mean slightly left-leaning politician that can go into a deep red state and talk and people listen and agree with.
Do you think you handled that situation at all maturely? I mean, I did make a big stink about it on Twitter, and I was trying to like expose the fact that this is how Robert acts when you tick him off, and it's pretty bad. I guess I wasn't successful, and nobody seemed to pay attention to it.
Yeah, Lumpy says, "Look out! MLH is only 23% Mexican." Wow.
Maybe I should have been a little bit more straightforward instead of beating around the bush. Maybe that would have gotten people a message.
Yeah, Lumpy, apparently that 23% could get me deported. I'm not a big
but like they were monitoring me like a hawk after that, though. So they had to have seen my tweets. I pointed out points where Obama failed. I gave them a week to apologize to me. They did not. I was like, you know, I've been done putting up with you not putting up my reviews, and this is how you're going to treat me when I talk politics, and you can't handle it like an adult.
You know what's funny, Chris, is I saw a video of Bernie going to West Virginia, the second reddest state in the union, and there were a bunch of people there that, you know, to be honest with you, West Virginia was very democratic for like decades.
I mean, to him, I might have seemed
Hold
like a
on.
child, but like, I was legit angry. I had grievances.
Yeah, I know, Eric. Government sucks. Period. Hey, that's something you'll find no argument with me on that, Chris. Here's
I think the only misstep I took was like talking behind his back, which is apparently nothing. It's not something you're supposed to do. But if I'm trying to tell people why I had problems, then what am I supposed to do?
yeah, Breakman's. Hey, Breakman, I put the link into your to the Discord and also into your phone. He's in the Twitch chat. He says Chuck Schumer, Hakeem Jeffries, the most worthless human beings. I agree. They suck, man. Hold on one second. Having like all kinds of fucking audio issues. Hang on one second here. All right, we should be better now.
Okay.
Okay. I think we're all set here. We're just waiting for Breakman to jump on in. Please let Bernie, I wish her the happiest of birthdays, Chris says.
Oh, thank you, Chris.
Yeah, Chris, you've always been solid, dude. I never have any issues. It other people like to fucking cause issues for people, and it's fucking stupid. I just hate it. Don't bring up the fact that Obama ran on protecting Roe, had a super majority. Oh, don't get me started on that. Break. The link is in Discord, and also.
Well, you could argue he did protect Roe, but for who? For the Republicans to destroy.
Eric. He could have easily.
No, you didn't listen to what I said.
Yeah. Right.
I said he protected Roe in the sense that he protected it by putting it in a nice little basket for the Republicans to burn.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I'm gonna have audio issues this whole podcast, man.
You mad buggy.
So mad buggy. I'm gonna have to. I don't know if I think it's just the mic, man. And I just bought this fucking mic. I might have to go back to the old one.
It's not compatible with your setup.
No, it is, but it's just
temperamental.
Very temperamental. Your audio's okay. Yeah, I know, but I keep having to turn it on and off, Chris, because I hear this static in my ears, and that's the only thing that clears it up. And I'm gonna need a new mic eventually. Maybe for Christmas I'll get one. We'll see. No, but here's the things I agree with Bernie on, Chris. I agree with universal health care because I do think healthcare should be a human right. I mean, the right to live, and not have to be in debt for the rest of your life. I think education should be free. We talked about that earlier. And, or at least affordable. And also, I think everybody deserves a good wage. What mic would I like? I don't know anything with this. This is a good mic. It's a what is this? A blue. It's a blue mic. I mean, it's like a mid. I mean, I can't afford much, Chris. If I had the money, I'd get a Shure mic because that's what all the big time podcasters use. But that's
what's it called?
Shure, Shure.
I thought you said Usher.
No, Shure. Let's see. If you're just joining the show's RPGrinders, we haven't started yet. I'm waiting for Break to jump on in. I don't trust any politicians, by the way. So let's, it's not, worry too much about that. That's just, we're just, I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, even Bernie Sanders on my shit list. Oh yeah, no, Chris, I would never, 100 million times over, I would never ask my subs or supporters. Never. I would never do that, Chris. That's not on you guys. You know what I mean? That's definitely not on any of you. I mean, I will use the money that I earn from YouTube in general, which this month is slim pickings because DT went away for a bit, Chris. So it kind of quartered my money. So instead of, this month I had to sweat if I was going to make $100 or not to get paid. Um, Luckily that happened. So I don't know. Maybe I'll treat myself, Chris. We'll see. We'll see. I know. I know. I know. I know, Chris. I know many of you would step up, but I just hate asking for one. I'm not man bear pig and yeah, sure.
Wait, who's Manver Pig?
It's a long story, Eric. It's somebody that I've been battling for almost a year now.
Well, they took their name from the South Park episode.
No. I took the name.
Okay.
Yeah. Because he put privacy complaints on my MLH channel, Eric.
Mm.
And so I had to not, I had to shy away from using his real name.
Mm.
It rhymes with spot hop ketter, but I can't use the real name. So, or the likeness, because then, Lumpy says the only one politician I trust, and I still don't trust him, is Ron Paul's son. Oh, fuck him too, dude. They're all suck, Lumpy. You're talking Rand Paul. He sucks. They all suck.
Rand Paul and not Ron Paul.
That's what I said. Rand
Mm.
Paul. What's up, Freak Five? Nice to have you.
Although I probably call him sus too, Ron Paul.
Yeah, I call them all sus. Look, this is the point. Don't trust any politician. Lumpy, you know how I know that Rand Paul is a piece of shit? Ask him to sign a petition. Have the petition with you. If you ever get a chance to go to one of his town hall meetings and go up to him, because they're supposed to be approachable, and ask him point blank, will you sign my petition to tie Congress's wages to federal minimum wage? And if he says yes, say, okay, great. I've got the petition right here. Would you put these over there, sweetheart? I'm getting an echo because of that.
That was my fault.
Thank you. I wouldn't trust him, Lumpy. Ask him that question. That'll tell you everything you need to know about him. If he's not willing to tie his wage to federal minimum wage, he's not worth anything. And neither are any of them. Because here's the thing. I know not one of them will do it. And one day I'm going to prove it to you guys. I'm going to get in front of a politician's face, one that is in Congress here in Colorado, and I'm going to ask him or her, ma'am, sir, would you be willing to sign and I'm not going to show the petition that I got right away. I'm going to say, would you be willing to sign a petition tying Congress's wages to federal minimum wage? Right? And I really hope that they say yes, because that's the right answer. Right? And then I will provide that petition right there for them to sign. If they sign it, I will say, hey, this is a politician you can trust. And then I will proceed to get every single signature I possibly can, political or not, on that petition. And then I'm going to present it to all of the politicians in Colorado, and I'll say, here's what I want you to do in Washington. I got so-and-so to sign it. Are you going to sign it? Well, blah, 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 blah. Well, blah, 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 nothing. Right? Blah, 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 nothing. Sign it or no deal. I'll vote against you. no matter who it is. I wouldn't pick him over Bernie Sanders. He doesn't want a decent minimum wage. Rand Paul doesn't care about anybody but himself. If you ever need help finding good microphones, my musician abilities can help you find the best deal. Hey, Chris, I might take you up on that soon. I need to get some money, though, dude. I'm low on cash. You know, I mean, next month's going to be brutal, dude, unless some things come in, which I'm expecting, but not expecting. You know what I mean? By the way, did you check your email, Bernie?
Yes.
Nothing? Damn it. Damn it.
Sorry.
But keep me posted, Chris, because I will definitely, take that. Hold on 1 second here. Let me read. We haven't started yet. We're waiting for break. I got the link in the. Hold on. Hold on. The link is in Discord. Discord and on your phone, Breakman. Yeah, the founding fathers did try to avoid career politicians. Jump on, Breakman. I gave you the link in text form on your phone, and I also put it in Discord. If you go to the RPGrinders here, let me send you a an invite here. Sorry, Break. God damn it.
I don't like doing it through my phone because then I have to copy it and then email myself the link.
Sorry. But I did put it in Discord as well. Let's see.
Oh, I gotta keep that up more often, open more often. Then.
Okay, Break. I sent you the link to Discord, but it's in the. If you click on the chat button, there it is. Okay. I'm not. Okay, let me go. Hey, Break, are you there?
Yes.
Look at. Click on the link in the chat on the upper right-hand corner. Click on that link, dude.
Okay.
All right, and I'll see you over there.
I can barely hear you.
I know it's Discord.
Mm-hmm.
You see it, Break? All right, there Break goes. Okay, I can get out of here now. Here we go. Breakman, are you there?
I think so.
All right, you are here.
Thank God.
And we can hear you much better, dude.
Like on my phone, if you send me the phone, I can't get to my links and stuff.
Oh, sorry, dude. Yeah, I put it in. I always put
Discord like it wasn't showing up at all. Like it's ridiculous.
That's weird.
So I have a question. The first Xbox price increase was because of issues, but the second one's most obviously tariffs. But was the first one actual tariffs too?
I don't fucking know what you're talking about.
The Xbox most recently is going to do another price hike.
On the Xbox is doing a price hike now? What the
Yeah, I sent you a message earlier about this. You didn't look at it.
God. Well, whatever. Hey, let's transportation it. No, Lumpy, that's no. He wants to modernize things, which I would be totally opposed to getting rid of any of the transportation industry. I understand what you're saying, Lumpy. Okay, here. Okay, well, just take this and see what she wants over there. All right. Let's get started, guys. Sorry. Hey, after we we don't got a lot of news. Let's breeze through this so we could talk about this stuff. What's up, Pluck?
Nice
to have you here. Forever, however long you're here. All right, let's go ahead and get started. I have to. We got to get things going because I got shit to do after this. So let me hit record here, and we should be good to go. Here we go, guys.
All right, we have an
And welcome everybody. Oh, boy. Welcome everybody to RPGrinders episode 834. I'm your host, Frank Branch, alongside my trusty cohorts, Eric the Great, Brakeman the Bold. Gentlemen, how are you?
I was in shock. I didn't know what to do. I heard this loud noise all of a sudden, and then it was music playing, and I was.
I know for weeks you guys were used to not hearing the fucking intro or any of the sound effects because Discord just wouldn't allow it. But now you're on a different platform, man.
Yes, you can suck at Discord.
Yeah, suck at Discord.
I'm sure there's a way to get it working, but I need to ask Wheels about it.
I know. I just fuck that.
They're the one that uses Discord for their podcast.
Be like Chris, hit the like button. What's up, Big Chief? Nice to have you in here. Why don't we go ahead and get started on the news, gents?
I would just...
RPG news.
All right, Eric, you are up, sir.
I just have to get a list of your specs and setup before I mention it to them. Maybe they can help me.
Maybe,
but
I don't think we need to worry about it anymore.
But our RPG site news. This is where the news is coming from for this article. But Tactical RPG Rise Eterna 2 launches on October 9th for consoles and PC. And it's coming to PS5, PS4, Xbox Series X and S, Xbox One, Switch, and PC. And so set a few years after the events of the original game, which I never knew about. But it looks like a Fire Emblem-esque game.
Yeah, it's a tactics game, so maybe this would be right up Brake's wheelhouse, but
Yes.
for me, not so much.
Actually, also kind of reminds me of Rondo Swords a little bit with how the directional input's looking.
Yeah, I kind of get that. Anything else on that, Eric?
Nope.
All right, let's go ahead and get on to the next story.
Coming to us live from RPG site. Battlesuit Aces launches on October 7th. Why are we getting these so close to the release date? Why are they just now announcing them?
Battlesuit Aces is like
we talked about this before though, about a month ago.
Well, I mean the release date. Did they announce the release date before?
Yes, we talked about it before. I just said that.
Literally. Why are we talking about it again?
Because now we got a date.
Oh,
okay. So I just asked that, and you said yes, they did.
Yeah, you son of a bitch.
Yeah, Eric.
Yeah, we didn't know what the date was then, though.
Yeah,
well, that's what I just asked, and you said we did.
Yeah, I agree. Fucking Eric. I'm trying to start a fight here. I don't
know. I'm talking about now, though. We just talked it. We just said it now.
No, fight.
What's up, Flea? We got Flea in chat. What's up, Flea, sir? Nice to have you here. We're just talking about dorky video games.
I was just mentioning we talked about the game itself before, but you act like we've only talked about it just now.
I was talking about the date specifically. That's what I'm saying. Like all these games are just announcing, hey, we're going to be out in a couple weeks. Like that's just why are you waiting so late in the? You're going to release a couple
because approval processes could take a while. That's why.
Yeah. Well, here's something that I should be excited about, but I'm not super excited about, I guess. It's Dragon Quest Smash Grow is a new roguelite RPG Dragon Quest game coming to mobile in 2026.
Smash Grow?
Smash Grow, which is one of the stupidest
fetish.
It's one of the stupidest titles I think I've ever heard in my life, to be honest with you. It's not like Hulk Smash, I mean, that's cool. But
it's more like you do smash and then you level up, so you grow.
Oh,
you know why Hulk Smash is cool? Because there's no one can tell them otherwise.
But this is like I guess their attempt at making a Dragon Quest spinoff that's I guess a roguelite.
That just is an odd choice for Dragon Quest.
Yeah, I know. It doesn't look great either. I was looking at the video here. Brenda Baldoff is in there. What's up, Brenda? The lovely Brenda. How are you? Hope you're doing okay, Brenda. I've been meaning to catch up, Brenda. Email me sometime. We'll catch up on some stuff and things,
But it's a mobile game, so it's free, which means it's going to have lots of microtransactions.
Yeah.
Now, if it's free, I might try it just to see how it is.
Yeah. All right. Next story, Eric.
Next story is Merge Match March is coming to Nintendo Switch with the PC release on October 23rd. And it says both versions will be based on the original release of the puzzle RPG title on mobile devices. But they're going to remove all the microtransaction nonsense and with all the quality life improvements that came for the platform.
I like games that look old school like this, like 8-bit style. I mean, that's really cool, you know. When I hear microtransactions, I'm glad they got rid of that, Eric, because
the fact that it's called Merge Match March means that it's probably like a match 3 of some kind in some capacity.
Yeah, for sure. Always good to see you, Brenda, for sure. Don't start shit. Please never start shit, Lumpy. What's wrong with you? Okay. Is that it on that story?
Yeah.
All right. Breakman, next story, please.
Coming to us live from RPG site. Kaiju number 8, the game launches on October 1st for PC and Steam. So like a week and a half. Akatsuki Games has announced its RPG based on Kaiju number 8, which I've never seen. The game will launch on October 1st. Why is that the first fucking paragraph? For fuck's sake.
Yeah.
Well, it's your fault for mentioning it. You could just omit it from what you're talking about.
I should just quit. You're right. It's my fault. I'm moving
on. Hold on one second. Oh, how cute.
Oh, this is an Android and iOS game, for you might wondering. And Steam.
Oh, one of those type of deals. All right, I see. All right. Next story. Hold on. It takes a little getting used to like doing things differently, you all. What is the next story? Hold on. I got to see here. It's Rami's, right?
Yep.
Rami's Great Adventure 2 remake, 1 and 2 remake is now available on Nintendo Switch in Japan. And doesn't have video. I'm looking for pictures. Do you know anything about this game, Eric?
The Kaiju game?
No, the Rami.
Rami, no, because it's a Japanese only game. But the only thing I could tell is that it kind of got some Mystery Dungeon vibe to it.
Yeah, okay. I could see that. All right. Next story, Eric.
Next story is Baroque, which is a compilation of all the Baroque games. That's the original Baroque, which was released as a PlayStation 1 and Saturn RPG.
Wasn't it the part 2 or something on the Wii?
No, it's a remake of Baroque, but it plays completely different, and it was also available on the PS2.
Ah, okay.
But it says Baroque original version 3D action RPG, and then there was Baroque Syndrome, which is a visual novel, and there's Baroque Shooting in Reverse, which is a shooter, and then there's Baroque Become a Meta Being Revive, which says jumping action, which I guess it was kind of like Doodle Jump or something.
I guess. Okay. All right. Anything else on that, Eric?
Nope, not really.
I remember the game not being very good. That's what I remember. I think I had this.
It isn't that it wasn't very good. It's just that it needed a lot of work, and it was inferior compared to the PlayStation Saturn version.
Yeah. Chris on the drum says, MLH, I know you prefer RPGs, but have you ever played Borderlands, which is a first-person shooter combined with an RPG? The answer to that, Chris, is a resounding yes. And I love that game, the first one anyways. Eric and I actually, didn't we do a run? Was it PS2 or 3, Eric? 3, I think.
Borderlands was not a PS2 game.
I mean 3. I meant 3. Yeah.
But yeah, it was the first one.
Yeah, we did a run of that, Chris, and it's really fun. I like it a lot. All right, I guess last story, Breakman.
Oh, dang it. Coming to us live from RPG site, adventure RPG Hermit and the Pig, Hermit and Pig, sorry, launches on January 22nd for the PC. Hermit and Pig.
Can you give us a little bit of the synopsis of this game? Because it looks kind of cute.
Hermit and Pig's woodland solitude is disrupted when a girl from a nearby town approaches an house. That's a story. What the fuck? What's the Hermit Pig is a fresh spin on retro pixel art adventure RPG. Fans of Earthbound will resonate with the humorous and evocative tones, but find refreshing twists on the core game mechanics. Ooh, that sounds interesting. The key combat system draws inspiration from games like Street Fighter and Paper Mario. What? Street Fighter and Paper Mario. Those are two things you don't see combined. To provide for a more engaging gameplay experience that prioritizes player skill growth over grinding for experience points, while players get to take on Hermit's own social anxiety through numerous NPC conversation battles that induce real cringe damage.
Hey, Freak 5, are you still in the Twitch chat? I'm monitoring the Twitch chat, Freak 5, if you're in there. Chris says Borderlands is one of my favorite franchises. I like Borderlands quite a bit. I played a little bit of Borderlands 2, Chris. I got the whole Handsome collection thing. I still got to go through 2. I heard 3 is not so good, but I heard 4 is shaping up to be pretty good.
No. What I said about 3 is the gameplay is fantastic. It's probably the best gameplay in the series. It's the story that's bad.
Well, the story sucks, yeah.
But as far as like the gameplay so far, well, I haven't played 4 yet, but it's the only one I haven't played.
Yeah. All right. Okay. Well, there's Flea says I got YouTube under control. Yeah, are you the new controller, Flea, of YouTube? All right, let's move on to
Inquiring minds want to know.
Inquiring minds want to know what you've been playing, Breakman.
Very little, mostly Brigandine. Just trying to conquer the world. I mean, for the people who don't know what it is, it's a strategy RPG, like you're just talking about strategy RPGs.
Mm-hmm.
This is turn-based, where you're given a continental map of whatever this world is, and each town is a location that you're trying to conquer, and you go into a grid-based battle when you attack the towns to take over the continent. And eventually, you take over everybody's towns and you eradicate them from existence. Other civilizations, because they don't need to exist. I mean, I'm here. They should have known the place in the fucking first place, I
totally agree, Break. It's your world. We're just living in it, right?
Right.
Yeah, exactly. Right. All right. Anything else you've been playing?
A little bit of Tony Hawk, but not much. Just I haven't had much time.
Yeah. Neither have I. What have you been playing, Eric?
Just more Trails in the Sky first chapter. I made it to chapter 4. I haven't had time to play it since, though.
Yeah. All right. And I have been playing, the most exciting game I played this week, guys, is Word Cookies.
What?
I would say that the flying monkeys will come after. I know, Flea. Yeah, Word Cookies. That's it, Break. I haven't had a chance to play almost any single worthwhile game this week. I've been super busy. Last night I was on another shooting in Aurora, Colorado, so had to report on that. And I also had to attend the Chiefs press conference, which the local media didn't like it too much, that I asked one very good, poignant question about mental health that nobody asked. And, that's how things go.
Mental health in this country is just hitting crisis levels.
Oh, dude, it's crazy. Pun intended. You know what I mean?
No, I get
it. You're right. Okay. So yeah, I haven't been playing much. Let's move on to. I know, right? All right, here. Let's move on to reviews.
RPGrinders read.
Breakman, do you have a review this week?
No, I actually don't.
What about you, Eric?
No.
I got a preview because I haven't seen all of it yet, but I was started to watch this. It's a documentary on Kurt Cobain and how things got really twisted and misconstrued. It's kind of interesting. This PI was hired by Courtney Love for a myriad of things before he died, and then after he died, he got really involved with the case. And from what someone was telling me, a friend of mine about it, it really implicates Courtney Love.
Interesting.
I haven't seen any of that so far, but I am quite interested in finishing that documentary to see what really is going on there. So I'll probably have a review for that hopefully next week. Actually, is next week our week off, y'all?
Yeah, next week is our week off.
Yeah, next week's our week off on Grinder. So in 2 weeks, I'll most assuredly have a review for it in a couple of weeks. Let's move on to everybody's favorite segment.
What is it?
Stinko of the week.
All right, Breakman. The only question I have is, are you gonna break a record for most Stinkos this week?
No. I mean, I just because the ones we're going to talk about, we're just going to go really go into. But I do have a lot. Let me see if I'm going to skip ahead because we're going to talk about this one a lot here. What else can I talk about? Trump visited Great Britain this past week.
Yeah.
And royalty decided to roll out the fucking red carpet for him.
Oh, well, royalty begets royalty.
I know, like British royalty. There's an obsession with them here in America that I do not understand. Like,
I don't get it.
Royalty are not good people.
Yeah.
By nature, they're not good people.
Well, you know what happened in that same visit, Breakman?
Yes, I do, and that actually would have been a sweeto, but what happened afterwards made it a stinko too.
Oh,
The British people actually unfurled a large poster of Herman Epstein, and some of them put a large video on the castle walls, and the reaction to that was they were arrested.
Oh, you mean Jeffrey Epstein? I was like Herman. Who's Herman Epstein? Yeah. Well, why were they arrested? Was there any explanation of that?
I forget what it was, but yeah, they're going to jail for it.
Wow.
So it became a stinko real quick. But the British people, yes, but the British government apparently might not be as sounding like they're trying to cut down on free speech too, to me.
Yeah.
But we'll get back to that.
I don't understand the obsession with the British royalty either, Chris says. Freak5 says, I don't know. I was looking through my games list and saw Bard's Tale and thought it was a Bard's Tale. Well, what? Downloaded it. This isn't the game I was. What are you talking about? Oh, Bard. Oh, I see.
I was asking which one that was. Like, which one was the one with Carrie Elwes and the beer song? That one was fantastic.
I don't know, but Bard's Tale was really good if it's the one I'm thinking of. No. Freak5 says he's been playing Bard's Tale 4. Freak says, I rewatched K-pop Demon Hunter. It was entertaining. It is an entertaining movie. I will also watch a movie I haven't seen in a long time. Most people I've mentioned to don't know it. Starring John Cusack, Bobcat Goldthwait, Demi Moore, and the actor who played Booger in Revenge of the Summer. One Crazy Summer. And that's a good one.
Yes, I love Bernie.
Yeah, Bernie says, Bernie approves. That's a good movie.
That's a good movie.
I do
Bobcat's a funny guy.
Royalty is so 1800s. Who gives a fuck about them or any royalty, to be honest? They pulled a Jimmy Kimmel on him, please said.
Yeah, we'll get to that. Anyway, so
we will. That's in mine as well.
Next, you know how they're trying to get rid of Letitia James, a lawyer in New York?
Yes.
Trump would charge her with criminality and fired her. Well, the people who were investigating that were able to find nothing, and there's nothing that they can do. Like, she wasn't guilty of anything.
Yes.
And his reaction is to fire all of those people, the people he made go investigate them. This is what Trump does. He scapegoats people. He sends them on frivolous fines and stuff like this. And if they fail him, if they don't follow his orders, he gets rid of them. So that just means he's going to replace them with somebody who's going to lie and change the laws, change the history of people.
Yeah.
You know,
Chris says Booger on Revenge of the Nerds. The belching contest is the best part of that movie. LMAO. That belching contest was one for the ages, Chris. It was awesome.
that movie's hard to watch now.
It really is. It's but that really is funny. The
Yeah.
belching contest.
You know, other like Porky's movies are hard to watch now too. Like,
Yeah.
oh, it was so funny when they're peeping in on those girls' shower and stuff like that when it was back in the 80s. Now it's like, oh, how did
back
this
in
get back
the
in the
80s,
I was a
nobody.
kid. Like I was a kid in the 80s. I'm dumb. I didn't know better. What the fuck are you adults doing?
All the adults back in the 80s were fucking perverts, man.
Yeah,
That's
right.
what it was.
Exactly. So Charlie Kirk was somebody just got actually mentioned him in chat. I saw a fucking billboard honoring him in my city. I was pretty fucking pissed when I saw that.
Nothing to be pissed about, man.
Well, it is when they are spending. They're trying to turn him into a martyr, and they're trying to lionize him, and they're disregarding many deaths. Many people have died, including school children that they're not even talking about, so they can lionize this guy who quoted fucking Nazis.
Chris says, "Sorry, I was a hormonal teenager." Same. So, well, I was
Right. So we didn't understand it, like the Revenge of the Nerds and Porky's movies. Like it was wrong to be peeping on girls. Like that's not like the thing like the good guys should be doing.
Yeah,
we
if you were,
we didn't know better. As adults, like it's like, wow, what were the adults of our time doing?
Breakman, you know what we should do, dude? Is a top 10 list of movies that should never be remade. those two movies would probably be high on that list. Man.
Yeah. I mean, and when people talk about Revenge of the Nerds, they like to criticize the scene at the end where he basically rapes the girl and stuff like that. And I'm just like by that point, you should know he's a rapist. If you're rewatching this movie as an adult, you should expect that coming. Like it's a surprise that the whole sorority didn't rape girls at that point.
Yeah. Freak 5 says, my stinko, Wednesday I went to work late, so I took my lunch late. When I got to work, my department had a meeting. It had to do with some shit we had to do with the storage of the drugs and identifying counterfeit drugs. Had to do with some certification. Well, I'm sure there's more to that story, Freak 5. Continue on, Breakman. What else?
And I was saying like how they're not upset about all these shootings and that are happening, school kids dying, cops dying. Like usually they throw a fit when cops die, but this time cops were murdered and not even a peep because Charlie Kirk. So what did I say here? They have been punishing people who have been speaking about Charlie Kirk too. People who have been quoting Charlie Kirk have lost their jobs for quoting him.
Yeah.
If people are losing their jobs for quoting somebody, why are we lionizing that person?
Well, okay. First of all, hold on a second. I've got an audio issue that I got to take care of here. Second, I'm not understanding why we are exalting Charlie Kirk, to be honest.
They're trying to make him the martyr so they can justify their violence and stuff like that. But even MAGA said, like, no, you shouldn't be doing this. Like, you're going too far.
I was going to make that point. Even MAGA, a lot of people on the right, like the right pundits, are decrying this Jimmy Kimmel thing. So I don't know why it's so controversial to say it's bullshit and it's against the First Amendment. I mean, this is the slippery slope that we're going down here. You know,
they're taking rights, actively taking away, as Scotoma in chat just said. They are taking away our First Amendment rights right before our eyes. I've never seen anything like this in my life.
Tricky says, "Oh my God, LMAO." I think she's LMAOing at the Skinamax comment that Chris says.
Look, there was a mass shooting involving homeless camp this week.
Yeah,
how much coverage and news did that get?
None.
Yeah. Speaking of homeless, and all these people are getting fired over what we've said about Charlie Kirk and getting suspended. I got in trouble on Blue Sky.
You did?
Oh yeah, I got in trouble on Blue Sky.
What?
Yeah, for what we've said about Charlie Kirk and saying like we shouldn't be celebrating him. Like this guy's not a hero. This guy's a Nazi. Shit like that. I mean, he was a proud Christian nationalist, which is the same type of Christianity that they preached in Nazi Germany, which
I
was
will
also
say,
a
I will-
proud Christian
Yeah.
nation.
I will say this.
But I'm sorry, I'm done actually.
No, I know, but
Okay, go ahead then.
I was just going to say real quickly, Break. He was battling Nazis before his untimely demise, which nobody talks about either. You know, they were having issues.
Yeah, that's why he's dead.
Yeah,
Not
that's
because of what he said. Not because of what he said that offended the left, because of what he said that offended people on the right.
Yeah.
That is why he's dead, because people on the far right were offended. And even Jimmy Kimmel even said essentially that. He didn't say anything bad about Charlie Kirk. He said that he was murdered by somebody on the right.
Now, Jimmy Kimmel wasn't exactly my favorite nighttime guy. I
Right.
kind of like Stephen Colbert better.
Mhm.
But look, the
And he was-
dominoes are in
I'm
place.
a big Kimmel fan, but so yeah, go ahead.
Okay. I mean, I liked him okay. I mean, I didn't have any big time issues with him. But when you start limiting people's free speech is when things get dicey. You know what I mean? And shit like that is really chilling, you know.
Yeah,
But
for instance, when
Yeah.
Obama was president, we were pretty critical of him. We were very critical of him.
Yeah.
And stuff like that. But we didn't say that like the people like Kimmel and those who weren't critical of him, who were applauding him, we didn't say they should be taken off the air, anything like that. We demanded that Fox News hosts have been taken off the air.
Yeah.
Well, I'd like to demand one gets taken off the air. That'd be Kilmeade, who said the most heinous and foul thing I've ever heard in my fucking life from a news journalist.
Mhm.
I cannot believe he said this, and it's still working.
Well,
He said, let's just kill the homeless. Let's euthanize them.
yeah. Oh, you're talking about Kilmeade.
Yeah, you didn't hear me say Kilmeade. Yeah.
I've been having audio issues. Sorry.
Oh,
Greg.
sorry. Yeah, that sucks. But yeah, he said the most foul thing I've ever heard in my life from a news journalist. Let's just kill the homeless.
Well, first of all, he's not a journalist.
No, these people call themselves journalists.
They're not.
Like,
None of them are.
they'll get like things like the Marconi Award and stuff like, oh, look, I'm
Yeah,
a journalist. Like
No.
Bill
no,
Cunningham on the local radio's got a Marconi Award. Like, I'm a journalist and stuff
No,
like that. Dude, no, all you do is spread hatred and lies of the Republican right.
I think
media.
I think I agree with Skodoma. He says they're doing all this to take rights away, and that's exactly what's happening. Flea says if they take away your free speech, don't they think they won't take away your guns too? Citizens can't be armed if they want a dictatorship. That's actually true. And Chris, I agree with you. They'd have. I don't own a gun. I don't own a gun, but
the majority of the gun owners are on their side.
Yeah, I don't own a gun, Chris. I'm not. I'm a big 2A guy. I think if you want to buy one, you should be able to buy one. But I think there should be sensibility about it. Mental health checks, etc. I'm not opposed to any of that. I also don't think we should have a whole artillery of guns. What do you need it for? I mean, I guess the thought is what the founding father says in case the government gets out of line, right? But the government is out of line. But we have a military that's second to none. So do any of us think that we can beat our own military at their own game? Like I don't understand. Hunting and self-protection. Look, I live dead in the city and not the greatest of areas, Chris. I think one gun would be more than enough, you know? I mean, to be honest. I mean, I don't think you need a multitude of guns, especially
it sickens me when I see like the Christmas cards, like here's mom and dad with little Susan and Timothy, and they're like 4 years old and they're holding assault rifles. And then they've got like around their Christmas tree, like 20 different assault rifles. Like, we love our guns this much.
Yeah, it's just gross, man. I don't know. It's just mental health checks is a slippery slope as well. But Skodoma, I mean, should we just have it unchecked like it is? I mean, every time a school shooting happens, for instance, right? The right always wants to blame the mentally ill for it, or the left. I mean, it's a playbook. I mean, even though the vast majority are well,
that's actually part of my stinko list. Go ahead.
I was going to say, the vast majority are far right nut jobs. I'm sorry. That's
In
just
fact, there was a study that was just released
yeah,
by our government, and that study has been already erased by our also same government.
yeah.
But the vast majority of mass shooters have been right-wing extremists.
Yeah.
It's just a fact.
I'm sorry to interrupt you again, Break.
you're fine.
Let me get to the second part of Freak Five's Stinko. He said that when I took my lunch 15 minutes later, there was an all company meeting. Most of it could have been an email. After that meeting, they split us up by department. They put my meeting in with the pharmacist and the pharmacy techs. This meeting had two parts. First was about something that only dealt with the techs. Second part was the same shit I already had a meeting about. When it was done, I continued my lunch and it was cold. Yeah, that really sucks.
And Scooterman has a point, because I was kind of thinking too, like when you said like mental health checks, it depends on who it's coming from. Like if it's coming from our current government, we're talking about people that are trying to ban vaccines and get us to drink tap water.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, like he says, when you say mental health checks, like them not wanting trans to have guns, oh, it's getting worse with that. Not only do they not want to have trans to have guns, coming from the Heritage Foundation, their latest plan, and we know it's going to happen at some point because the Republicans go along with them every single way, is to label the trans community as domestic terrorists.
Yeah.
Trans people will be labeled as terrorists.
That's ridiculous.
So they can lock them up for no reason whatsoever. They are just terrorists.
Well, we're already in the midst of a full
We have a fascist government right now.
fascist government. Yeah, I would agree. I mean, I never thought I'd see the day. Neither did my grandfather, who fought in World War II.
Oh, so you mean your grandfather was an Antifa then? One of the original Antifas.
Pretty much. And he was an anti-fascist, 100%.
Yep.
Keeper says Bernie. Let's see. Chris says, I won't say how many for obvious reasons, but while I don't have an entire armament, I have enough for various scenarios. Well, I that's sensible, Chris. I don't mind. Like, if you have a variety, but dude, I've seen full fucking armaments of weapons. What the fuck for? You're probably not even going to shoot most of those guns in your entire lifetime. You know, it's like, what the fuck, man?
Like we know gun owners, like, and I know people that own multiple guns and stuff like that. But MAGA's taken it to like this level of complete insanity.
Yeah,
like they've got to get the latest. They've got to get the latest assault rifle, like it's the newest Madden or some shit. You know, every year they got to get a new gun, and they don't sell the old ones. They just keep them and just build them up,
Oh yeah. Yeah, we'll continue on, Breakman. We gotta.
So anyway, Kilmeade says one of the most foul things ever, and he has not been fired. Whereas Jimmy Kimmel has been fired for not quoting. He said that he said stated facts. He said it was a right-wing extremist that killed Kirk. Well, right-wing people in the media did not like that one bit, and they immediately shut down his show and fired him. And they have been, and this is coming from what's that media group? Starts with an S.
Sinclair.
Thank you. That media group, right-wing owned media group that's been buying up our media as much as possible. They run by some guy named Carr. I forget his first name, but he said based on Trump's words, like this is unacceptable.
Oh, you're talking about the head of the FCC.
Oh, FCC. You're right. I'm sorry. Yep. I'm bouncing around here. I'm my bad. Sorry. I'm trying to stay focused.
Yeah.
But they've, he's been cut off the air for stating something that his audience agreed with.
Yeah, that's a big time slippery.
This is an attack on the First Amendment like we have never seen before. Even, I mean, what we saw with Colbert, I believe was the exact same thing, but they were able to excuse it with like, no, low ratings, and we didn't demand this. Whereas this time Trump demanded it, and then the FCC, in response to that, said, this has got to go. And in response to that, Disney said, oh, we're sorry, sir. We'll get rid of him right away. And it's an offer back in. They have said, oh, Mr. Kimmel, all you have to do is go apologize directly to the Kirk family and donate a sizable amount of money to the Turning Point Foundation.
Yeah. Fuck that.
Yeah, Turning Point Foundation is a hate group. That is what Charlie Kirk brought into this world. They are pro-gun, anti-black, anti-Jewish, anti-gay. Like they are just the extreme of the extreme.
I don't necessarily. I mean, I've been on record. I I'm pro Second Amendment, Breakman, but with sensibility, right? I've explained this many times before. I am not for the anti-black rhetoric that the motherfucker said, anti-trans, anti-gay, anti-Jewish, the anti-Semitism shit. That's where I lose all respect for somebody when they're talking about guns,
Well,
right?
see, the whole thing with guns is too like we aren't supposed to have our own guns. That's not what the Second Amendment says. The Second Amendment says each state can build their own militias.
Well, okay, let's translate it to modern
That's what the
times.
Second Amendment was built for. Was
Yeah. No, I
have its own
understand.
militia
A
against
well-regulated militia is what you're talking about.
Yes.
And but here's my thing. I agree with that it that it's supposed to be an anti-government thing.
Mhm.
But I'm thinking about our military versus whatever. I know we have a shitload of guns in this country, but
Now they have tanks.
I would
and
venture,
nukes.
yeah, I would venture to say that the United States military would absolutely wipe the floor with all of us. I'm just saying,
Yeah.
first grader found with a gun in North Carolina, Keeper says.
And that's why we can't just directly fight them, but we have to fight back somehow.
Yeah, well,
There's no election that's going to take us away from fascism. We're already here. The next elections are going to be fixed. Only states that are where it's going to be free will be in blue states, and even then they're going to do what they can to.
Yeah, Scotoma brings up a good point. Second Amendment wasn't for hunting; it was to protect the people from the government. But that was back in the 1700s when everybody was on the equal playing field.
No, that was before everybody had. That's before the military had jets and tanks and aircraft carriers and shit like that.
Yeah.
The founding fathers could have never imagined the military we have
now. No, never. All right, what else you got, Break?
Shit. Okay. Can we never talk about Charlie Kirk again? By the way, I think that would make him even more angry. As if they talk about Charlie Kirk and we're like, who? No.
I'm okay with that.
They want to lionize him. I want to treat him like he doesn't exist because he shouldn't. He's dead, and it was because of people he angered who are extremists like he was. Sad, but he's one of the people who advocated for this exact kind of thing, which is sickening. None of us are advocating for it, even though the Republican Party's whole motto has become the left is insane and we're murderous and we have bloodthirsty intent. And they've been erasing all evidence against that. So, yeah, they're going to use that as an excuse to crack down on all of us, just like they're going to turn trans people into domestic terrorists.
Well, I'm sorry, but the same argument can be explained for the First Amendment when we had no idea of the internet. Now, no, that's what I'm saying, Chris. The founding fathers could have never have expected that either, and we're losing it because the Constitution has never evolved with the country. You see what I'm saying, Chris?
Well, it's evolved over the years. There have been amendments. It's just evolved too goddamn slowly.
Well,
like it's been behind the times. Like how long did it take them to give women the right to vote? What was that, 1912? Like just last fucking century?
Right.
You know?
Well, we didn't stop slavery until when,
Did we? I'm sorry, did we stop slavery?
Well, actually, no, we haven't, because now the government is leasing out prisoners to do what the quote unquote illegal immigrants.
Yeah, legal. I was gonna say that. You beat me to it. The quote unquote illegal.
Yeah.
This is. I don't think it's ever gone really away. It's just gone underground. I don't think the South ever accepted that they lost the war.
Yeah, and that's a shame because
of that, and we didn't really punish the people of the South because of politics and shit like that. But a lot of the people who were slave owners got to keep their fortunes and shit. Those are the people that we needed to punish.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
All right,
what-
continue on. What else you got?
let me see. This one not completely unrelated to politics, but Robert Redford died.
I did see that. That's. I mean, he was 89. I
I
believe.
know, but he was. I always liked his movies. I always liked his acting. He was a good, solid actor, I thought, and he was one of the first guys to actually like play like a gay character like openly on a movie something like that. And actually an openly bisexual character.
Yeah. Chris says the Bill of Rights wasn't meant to apply to the current times when it was written. No, it's meant to evolve.
Yeah,
Chris.
that's exactly right. It was meant to evolve. And the constitutional originalists, they piss me off more than anybody because they're missing the fucking point of the Constitution in the first fucking place.
Yeah.
It was made to evolve and grow.
Yeah.
They realized that staying stagnant would just be the end of the government. That things were going to grow and change that they could not predict.
Keeper says when you have half the population that can't find North America on a global map, you have bigger issues. I totally agree with that, Keeper. Scotoma says exactly. If the government has it, we should be able to have it. If someone has the money for a jet, give them a fighter jet, tank, whatever they have. When the people fear the government, we will have tyranny. When the government fears the people, we will have peace. You see, that's how it works.
Those people are the wealthy people who are also buying our government right now.
Well, that's another issue that I talked about earlier when I did a live earlier on the channel, Breakman. The problem, one of the major problems with this country is the oligarchs and the corporations that own the country.
Yep.
You know?
I mean, I think that is the number one problem.
Yeah.
Like that wealth gap that's been created by Reagan, the trickle-down economics that has just carried over and over and over. Even Democrats have not done a goddamn thing about it.
No, because they're part of it. This is why I say every single politician is corrupt. Break. What else?
Every politician's corrupt. Dick Durbin continues to prove he's an absolute worthless piece of shit. He's one of those. He's doubling down with the Democrats, like anybody who's quoting Charlie Kirk is evil and such like that.
No.
You know, the guy whose convictions and his problems with the Supreme Court had him writing strongly worded letters.
Oh yeah, because that always works, Dick Durbin.
Yeah, the guy doesn't want us to react to the job he won't fucking do.
Yeah. Yep.
I don't know what else to say. Oh yeah, and so I see Hulu in chat, and I gotta cancel my Hulu subscription this weekend. Unfortunately, but Disney has decided that they do not believe in the First Amendment, and as such, I cannot support Disney.
Yeah.
I mean, what else am I supposed to do?
Well, I know what you're supposed to do, Breakman. You're supposed to talk to me after the show about a very viable solution to your issue.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Well, listen to that. Let me see. What else? Oh, you know how they've been going after people who accuse them of being right wing and stuff like that. The killer.
Yeah.
And, the narrative has completely switched with the Republicans as far as the killer himself. Once they found out that he was a right wing guy and they can't link him to the left in any way, well, they're still trying to link him to the trans community, but that's beside the point.
Oh, yeah, because he may have dated a trans person or
his roommate's trans or something like that.
His roommate was trans. Yeah.
The story keeps changing. And at first he was trans even.
Yeah.
But the narrative, since they can't prove any of that, the narrative's come to, since he's on the right, it's this, we need to pray for him. Obviously he's lost his way. Like, this good Christian boy needs to be saved.
Yeah.
I just, so the people who are talking bad about Kirk are the bad guys, but the guy who killed him now is just an innocent Christian, just caught up by he got mind controlled by the left in college, apparently. And now they're trying to save him. They want you to, they've been telling their people to pray for him. I really, really hate them so much. Just, I don't know what else to fucking say. Ooh, whoops.
All right, what else you got, buddy?
Let me see here. I said that.
Chris says, I'm sorry, but linking the Charlie Cook assassin as being MAGA or right wing is really reaching. It's not.
He's not MAGA. He's right. He's extreme right wing. He's the part of the Graper community.
Hold on.
from what we've been able to tell, I think.
Okay, so I think that was the latest reporting, right,
Yeah.
man? But we don't know much of anything right now. So I'm gonna put the kibosh on everything right now.
Fair enough.
All I know is this for sure. He is definitely part of a very conservative family that all supported Trump. That's what I was gonna say. So there you go. That's that I can say 100%. He was definitely conservative, definitely not a leftist, definitely not part of the left.
Mhm.
So take that for whatever. I will report accurate information. So
Which
as
is
I get
why-
it, you know,
Which is why, and we know it's true because the right wing they've changed like how they talk about him. Like he needs to be saved and stuff like that. So he needs to be put to death, except for like Trump, who up in the government, in the politicians, obviously they want him to get the death penalty, but the right wing media is saying like he needs to be saved. He was corrupted. We need to teach the Democrats are the problem. The left's the problem.
Scotimus says, "Did you guys hear that Charlie was also close friends with the FBI? It wouldn't surprise me, you know." So either way, it's not a right or left thing, y'all.
This is
okay?
the First Amendment.
This
That's everybody. We all share that right.
This is and why we should all be upset about the Jimmy Kimmel thing, not because we all love Jimmy Kimmel. We should be upset.
And I admit I do. I'm so just full disclosure, I do. But other people don't. Like you're not like you like him okay, but you're not like a huge fan.
Right. I watched him. He was look. Kimmel was my second favorite. Here's how it went for me. I like Colbert number 1. I like Kimmel number 2. And I like Fallon number 3. They all had their moments, right?
Oh, there's reason enough recently to never like Fallon again. He's acting like he doesn't know what's going on.
No, I watched the commentary.
You're an idiot if you don't know what's going on, or you're lying.
Well, Trump
he isn't though. But like, I saw his commentary on it. He's standing with Jimmy Kimmel.
Well, also
he wasn't silent about it. He talked about it on the show.
Well, he might have said it before he said that though.
Did you guys not see?
He's covering his ass this time.
Hold on, Eric. Did you not?
I gotta say, I love what the Daily Show. What's his name? Jon Stewart.
Jon Stewart.
His whole take on it was he pretended like he was being obedient. It was fucking hilarious. So watch that.
I'm super attractive to Colbert Keeper. Super.
Wait, super attractive or attracted?
Well, he said, "Love, are you attracted to him?" That's what Keeper said. I'm like, yeah, I'm super attracted to him. No, I'm just being
like a magnet. You mean?
Breakman, I'm being facetious, but here's what I'm gonna say. All right, did you guys not see the Trump tweet? He said, "Seth and Jimmy, you're next."
Mm-hmm.
Right?
What's wrong with vaccinations?
Oh, he's on this vaccination thing.
Well, he's saying Colbert did. I don't know what he's done in the past, like or what he said in the past, but I like Jimmy Kimmel did like the Man Show, like which is a super sexist thing, but he's talked about stuff.
He
like
also
that.
did
He's
that when he was
apologized
much younger, though. So
yeah, he was at the time he was a lot younger. It was before he had a daughter, and now that he has a daughter, he feels terrible about it, honestly. But it's like sorry, women, I didn't understand. Now I understand.
Well, Chris, you met one that's not on the left or right that calls that never calls anybody a fascist unless they are a fascist. You know what I'm saying?
I like that the right is telling us not to call them Nazis or fascists anymore, while Trump's calling us fascists.
Well, it's designed to divide us.
Right? Yeah, like they want everything that we say, like we're the violent ones and everything like that. But Trump threatens our lives.
I think we can all agree on this. Okay, Flea says something very poignant here. She says we got to stop going to the extremes and just call out these shitty politicians for what they are. Both sides are useless. They are. Both sides. Not the people of this country. The politicians. They're all fucking useless.
What triple vax, Scotimus? You're just saying words and not mentioning anything of substance.
Scotimus, he's passing on some misinformation right now. It sounds like the RFK type stuff. most vaccines we get are combination vaccines.
Yeah.
It's been like this for a very, very long time.
Even the flu vaccines that we get.
Yeah,
Are you,
like,
are
these
you
are all
talking about like the
combinations.
triple
They're not
phase
one
COVID
thing.
shots? Yeah, or the triple
Like
phase
RFK and the
HPV?
anti-vaxxers are spreading lies, like when they say kids are getting like 90 shots or 30 shots, something like that. No, because the stuff is mixed together, and because they're scientists and they know what the fuck they're doing.
Yeah.
We need to stop listening to people like RFK because he doesn't know on purpose, because he is getting paid by a man who promotes lies, who actually sells.
Except they did.
Let me finish.
The reason you think that they
Let me
did nothing
finish.
is because there was enough immunity, but not enough people took them over
Eric,
time. So now
Eric,
we're in the situation we are in now.
All right, Eric, you need to let Breakman finish. Go
No,
ahead.
I'm done now. He wouldn't let me finish. I'm done.
Well,
I want to
Eric,
talk about this vaccine thing.
I know, Eric, but when somebody like
I was talking and you didn't let me finish.
All right.
I'm like, come on, let me finish.
yeah. All right. Is that it, Breakman?
The ones for COVID, they did nothing. They said they would. What are you talking about? Like, it stopped this. Well, it would stop the spread, but we didn't get to the threshold point we were supposed to, which is about 80% vaxxed, and we only got up to like 65%.
Yeah, I mean, some people took them that probably couldn't.
Scotoma, let me just put it to you this way, okay? My ex-wife's grandfather died from COVID. COVID is a real thing and real dangerous for certain people. And we all should have been trying to protect those vulnerable people. And a lot of us did not. And a lot of us died for it. Go ahead, Breakman.
And he said, I bet you forgot they said it would stop the spread. It would stop the spread if we all got vaccinated, if we got 80% vaccination rate.
Please
they explained
educate
all
yourself
of this.
on vaccines.
People cherry pick what they want to say. The right wing media has definitely cherry picked like things that Fauci said and stuff like that.
Your simplistic, holistic, ignorant approach to vaccines needs to be re-educated.
But what I was trying to say before is people like RFK directly work for a man who has been who's denied modern science in every way because he sells like fake medical supplements and stuff like that. Stuff that has been ruled by the FDA to be lies and bullshit.
Yeah. Jackie, I wish we could too.
But this wealthy person has paid RFK Jr. millions to spread the lie.
Yeah. Jackie said, just bring back Johnny Carson. He was the best. I agree, Jackie. And you know what? He was a skeptic, Jackie.
That's not how herd immunity works, Scotoma.
Scotoma, yes. That's not how herd immunity works. And that's not how vaccines work. Vaccines aren't a cure. It is not a vaccine. They're meant as a preventative measure. That's why we all need to get them. For not only our sakes, but
because viruses mutate and there are several different strains, and you might catch one strain over the other.
There are people who are immune deficient who can't get vaccinated.
Those aren't excuses. Go look up virology if you want proof.
Yeah,
that was only part of what they said. They said it would stop the spread if we all, if 80% of the population got vaccinated. And like the things like the mask, they never said masks would stop the spread. They explained if you wear a mask, it stops you from spreading.
Yeah.
That's what they said.
That's the only you're infected. A lot of people wore masks like me who go to the store in case, you never know if you're a carrier or not.
Yeah, you could. Here's the other thing that people didn't realize. You could carry COVID and not show any symptoms, right? So, I don't know. To me,
and you also do it to protect the immunocompromised that can't get the shot.
Yeah, that's right. That's what Breakman was saying. What else you got, Breakman?
I'm done. Somebody else's turn.
Eric, do you have any stinkos?
People like you do RFK Jr.'s job for them when you believe the nonsense you're saying right now.
Look, it's a matter of just.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, I don't mean to get upset, but this is personal to me. I've seen the results of polio. Polio was never eradicated because we can't eradicate it. We don't know how. We don't have the technology. Yeah. Vaccines were the best thing we got. They are the best thing we got.
Yeah,
they help. If you get the herd immunity, as Eric was explaining, which is, like I said, about 80% of the population threshold, then that's what happens.
Then you basically starve the virus.
And if you don't believe this, just go look at a cemetery. Just go into a cemetery. This has been said a million times. And look how up until like the 1920s, children's deaths were one of the, like, there are more baby bodies than adult bodies in cemeteries.
Hey, it costs better than nothing. Some people did that because they couldn't afford the N95s.
Sean says, I have a vibrant immune system from eating food off the ground and just being gross and shit.
No, nobody told you the mask was going to block the virus. It's blocking you from pushing the virus.
I know.
You have to wear like the real expensive masks if you want to like block out the virus.
Let's move on from this.
Misinformation, right?
Sotomayor doesn't understand science. This is what I'm hearing.
Yeah,
and he doesn't want to because
Look,
he's
so him when he's
steeped in his position.
The science is there.
He can't admit the fact that he might be wrong about something.
The science is there, is what I'm going to say. The science is definitely there.
I don't know about you guys, but my health teacher a lot of times was the gym teacher also, or a coach.
Yeah.
And only a couple of them were also qualified to really teach.
Yeah.
So a lot of the health education we've gotten from the years has been from people not qualified to teach us healthcare.
Right.
So like, I can't blame anybody for having like these like thoughts that aren't real. Like, I mean, they're not right. It's not. I didn't mean to say not real, but
yeah.
Okay. Like these opinions are based
in
on
the absence of knowledge. You'll come up with your own explanations for why you should or shouldn't do something.
Okay,
I'm saying what we need to do is stop listening to like Fox News, MSNBC, CNN, any of these stations. Stop listening to the radio people and listen to doctors.
Yeah.
Talk to doctors and scientists, and not the fringe doctors, not the one guy who says the other 99 are wrong.
There are people like that. Northern
Yes,
Lights.
there's so many fringe doctors. Republicans recruit them all the time.
Look, Northern Lights, there are plenty of people who are perfectly healthy that didn't get the vaccine. That doesn't mean that they weren't carriers of COVID. Do you understand? They could. Your son could have had COVID and been perfectly okay, right? There are plenty of people that have caught COVID that never showed any signs, right? But there are other people, like my ex's grandfather, who died from COVID, didn't get vaccinated, probably caught it from somebody that had it that didn't know they had it. It's extremely viral, right? It's extremely, what do they say? Like catchable, like I don't know. It just whatever. You know,
polio is going to come back, and people are going to, what? We destroyed it. No, it's not what happened. It's not what vaccines do. You people are, you're spreading misinformation. You're believing misinformation.
What else do we got, Eric?
No, I'm done. Somebody else.
Eric, do you have any stinkos?
Yeah, my stinkos go to Nintendo of America specifically. Their customer service is facing a drain because they're outsourcing their positions, and they're outsourcing to people that they can't train because they got rid of the actual talent that they did have, who are also contract workers, by the way. They weren't full-time. They should be. They decided to lay them off. So they're laying people off like in the game industry, even if they aren't laying off staff in development, because most development for Nintendo is in Japan, not America anyway. But like, instead of laying off people who are working at like PR or whatever, they're doing this.
Yeah.
And there's going to be a lot of people who won't understand how to do Switch things, and they're going to get very little to no help over the holiday season because they got people in South America taking up the jobs for the people that you purged. Even though it probably would have been cheaper just to hire them on as full-time employees.
Yeah.
I want to say one more thing about
they do have some staff that are training these people, but they can't train them fast enough at a rate that they can meet demand.
Yeah.
But my other stinker goes to the Xbox for doing yet another price hike for the Xbox Series line.
Ridiculous.
I gotta pull that up. Hold on.
How bad?
It's a doozy. Here we go. Damn it! Now I have to pull it up again because I had it here for Frank, but he didn't pull it up, so I have to re-pull it up now.
Jackie's showing her age with Red Skelton.
Anyways, This is how much they're going up. Xbox Series X is now going to be $400, 20 up from $380. So it's another $20 increase from a previous $20 increase. And the same thing for Series X. So now it's $450 instead of $430. And Series X Digital is $600, which is up from $550. So that went up $100. And from May to now, Xbox Series X is $650 from $600, and the 2 gigabyte Galaxy Black Special Edition is now $800 for $70 up from $730. And it is absolutely because of Trump's stupid tariffs that are affecting all the manufacturing places that make the parts for these machines.
Yeah.
Because they didn't do what Nintendo did. And I'm almost certain that Switch 2s are going to go up in price. Nintendo's trying to do everything it can to prevent that from happening, which is why you're getting a lot more $80 games. It's not greed. It's definitely because they're trying to offset the tariffs.
Yeah, well, you know.
And also their aggressive DLC plans and pricing structure for DLC.
Jackie, there's a little bit of a delay. She's like, hey, now, LH, watch it, Bob. I will watch it, Jackie. I look, I'm just saying, you know, I mean, you bring up Red Skelton. How many people know who Red Skelton is? I know who Red Skelton is, Jackie. So,
You know who Moses is.
Who? Well, that's true too. I mean, you know. All right. Anything else, Eric?
No, but I will say, like, if you're gonna say stuff like believing that we believe the lies about vaccines and stuff, and who's they, and then it's things like they, and you can't bring up specific facts or reference articles or like source your claims, then don't bother saying anything else, because I mean, sure, we don't have to. We can put out petitions out, but you're the one that put yours out first, so we don't have to have proof of burden. You do.
The people who are advocating against vaccines are all vaccinated.
Yeah.
I mean, Scotama, you more than likely are vaccinated.
And you can't tell me that you can't tell me you approve of everything RFK Jr. is doing right now in the health department.
Like we're vaccinated. Like I know I was heavily vaccinated as a kid.
Also, he gets those vaccines and he pushes anti-vax because he gets money from the anti-vax lobby.
That's what I said. There's one guy specifically, I forget his name. He makes millions selling fake supplements and shit like that. A lot of his stuff has been like the FDA has said, no, that's not real. You can't sell that. So one of his plots was to get RFK and people like him going out there and spreading the anti-vaccine.
No, we responded to your comment on the chat. That's why we didn't bring it up. You did.
All right. Well,
you brought it up.
Look, we can have differences of opinions. Yeah. I mean, if you don't want to get a vax, don't get it. I'm getting my COVID vaccine as soon as I can, and I'm also getting my flu vaccine because that'll mean that I have 60% less chance of getting the fucking flu. I don't want to get the flu, especially at my age, because if you get the flu at an advanced age, you could die. It's as simple as that. I could die if I get COVID. I don't want to get COVID. The end.
I just think it's both incredibly funny and sad he's saying this stuff.
And by the way, that is Trump's crowning achievement. Do we all recognize this?
Yeah. Even Donald Trump is disagreeing with RFK Jr. on this one. Even Trump is not anti-vaccine. I mean, that's weird. I hate being on the same side as that guy, but yeah, like
something
like the chicken pox.
We
didn't have a vaccine for the chicken pox as a kid. And now any of us who've had it can get shingles.
But what's that to do
There's
with what
a
we're
shingles
about?
Vaccine now, though. So are you going to get that, Scotama, or are you going to take the risk of getting shingles?
Look, Jackie says it perfectly. My body, my choice. I agree with that. I agree with it, Jackie.
To an extent, I do, except for vaccines. Like that's a society thing. Like that is being part of society. That is being a responsible part of society, where you're not risking giving illnesses to other people.
Well, see, that's the thing. Nobody sees it because these are germs we're talking about. You know what I
5
mean?
times in the last. Ooh, damn. That
What
shingles
happened?
vaccine is new, so I'm guessing.
So back to what I was trying to say.
Would you stop stepping on that?
If you want to, if you want to say things like the parties are trying to divide us, well, this is one way how they divide you. They get you to dig into the position that you have already, and you dig further in, and then the division gets sown from there, and you're doing their work for them. So stop doing it and start learning. Start doubting yourself. Start educating yourself, and stop digging your heels in and admit that you might be wrong about something.
Right. Okay, Eric. Any other stinkos?
Maybe you could put some faith in me because I had no reason to lie to you.
Okay, Eric. Any other stinkos?
No, that's it.
All right. I have a stinko, and it's the media for not reporting on what's going on in Nepal. And for that, we go to some happier thoughts.
Dude, what does my tattoo say?
Sweet of the week.
Breakman, do you have any sweetos this week?
I actually do. I had a couple, but I can't remember. Oh, that's right. I had a couple because it was the British people. I was celebrating them, and then the police fucking arrested some of them.
Yeah.
Right. But I do have actually another sweeto. Earlier this week, there was a concert, and the God himself was there, and it was the greatest thing ever.
Wait a minute. What?
Oh, I'm sorry. You don't know him by his human name. Oh, Weird Al Yankovic was in town putting on a concert. He's really God. Most people didn't know that.
What if God was one of us?
He is, but that's like Weird Al's just his stage name. Like he doesn't want to go around saying he's God,
Right.
which is understandable.
Okay.
And he put on the greatest show ever. That's of course because he's God.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
I'm
Anything else?
in this glow right now. It's glorious.
Anything else?
No, amen.
The Church of the Yank has concluded for today.
Yes. Amen.
Yes.
I'm a Rothbastarian myself. Ha.
Rothbastarian. Okay. Eric, any sweetos for you?
That's a flying spaghetti monster church joke.
Yeah.
Sweetos would be that Trails in the Sky first chapter is out. Everybody can celebrate. Yay! I'll go root for it, but I can give you a preview. It's at 10 out of 10. But if you want to listen to exactly why that would be, stay tuned. I didn't get to it today, but I'll probably do all my reviews next week once I finally beat that game.
Yeah. Cinderella says COVID vaccine, in my opinion, is dangerous for women of childbearing age. My daughter got a blood clot in the lining of her stomach. Was it directly related to that vaccine, Cinderella, or could there have been other factors? Are there any links? Are there any studies?
Was she pregnant at the time she got the vaccine? I think you're not supposed to get vaccinated.
Yeah, that's another thing. Was she pregnant at the time? Lots of questions I have, Cinderella. I mean, there is an answer.
But there are people who are not. I mean, people who do get sick from vaccine and stuff like that. That's why the rest of us are supposed to get vaccinated. To protect those people.
Chris says some serious concerns about the COVID vaccine. I actually don't, Chris. I've seen the science behind it. Like I said, this is one of Trump's crowning achievements. His only crowning achievement, in my opinion. And it saved a lot.
We've been getting our COVID vaccines, and we haven't had problems.
Yeah. Okay. What else you got, Eric? Any other sweetos or break?
No.
I finished off my tattoo finally. I showed that off on my channel, and I gotta say, you guys remember my Thanos tattoo?
Yes.
Yeah.
Let me show you guys, for those who haven't seen it. Maybe you guys haven't seen the finished product of it. I gotta go to my channel here. Hold on 1 second. Here, go to my channel, go to the post, and then I will show you in all its glory my tattoo. Here it is. Hold on. I'll share it on the screen here. Can you guys see the screen actually? Here we go.
So what? You got a tattoo of Lady Death on the other arm?
No, I don't know. I wish that would have been really fucking cool if we could have included that, but no, we just put a background on the Thanos, and it just adds a lot. Do you see it?
Is it on the? Are you showing on the Discord right now?
No, I'm showing it on the screen that we're on.
I see nothing but the RPGrinders thing. So do I have to refresh?
Oh, you're on Twitch. You're still on Twitch. Hold on, I'll show it on Twitch too. Let's see. Let's see.
Oh, were you on Discord? Is that where you were?
No, on the MLH channel, man.
Oh, okay.
On the StreamYard that you're on right now, you should see it. I shared the screen.
Oh, no, I can see it now.
Yeah, there you go. Let's go over here. Go down a little bit more.
Is that purple or is that like dark pink?
No, those aren't. You know what that red is? That's actually blood.
Your source. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's actually blood. It's gonna all be more akin to the bottom. You know, all that red's gonna go away, but it does look cool right there. But
it adds to the color, though.
It does. It adds a little something there, but no, there's no color.
I like imagine that he just beat everybody's ass and he's.
I know. I know. That's the thought behind all the markings and stuff. But yeah, there it is. All that space behind the planets and stuff. That's that's the depth. Do you see it, Breakman? It's on the actual screen that you're on StreamYard.
StreamYard. Oh shit! I was looking at the wrong thing. I was on what's that other place?
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, that's sweet. Yes, I like that.
Yeah,
I was on Discord.
Nice. My artist is fucking second to none, Chris. His work is fucking phenomenal. So yeah, that's my other sweeto for the week there. But let's see, where the hell is oh, there it is. Okay. All right. So we did Sweetos. We could talk about whatever now, unless you have game night ready, Breakman, or do we have to wait till next month?
I gotta wait until I have time to make it.
I know, man.
I started something like
that's okay.
Months ago, and I was so excited for it, and then shit happened.
Next month is gonna be Panic Zone. Then.
No, unless Break can get game night together, he's gonna have 2 weeks.
Well, that could be our backup plan then.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Panic
That's
Zone
fine.
could be our backup plan. Get a Panic Zone ready for the next show, Eric, just in case.
What, me? It's yours segment. You should start with it.
Why do I have to start? Can you start?
It's your segment.
Okay. All right. I guess that Panic Zone will be the backup plan if Break doesn't have a game night. But, for this week, what do you want to
Tried getting out of it last time. I'm not letting you do it this time.
All right. Oh, well, okay. Man, I could start mass panic by talking about COVID, a COVID based, but I don't think I'll do that.
So let's talk about the war on the First Amendment. I guess I think.
No, I got one. I got one, guys. Okay, so my stinker was the media for not reporting the Nepalese stuff. I'm sure neither one of you guys know what happened in Nepal, right?
Nope.
No.
And I didn't even see Blue Sky talking about it.
Oh, well, that's because of another stinko. Our media has been censoring what's been going on in Nepal. But in the span of 24 hours, gentlemen, this is what happened. Flea did a really good breakdown on my show earlier today on the channel, and you guys should go back and listen to it. But basically, the long and short of it is the Nepalese government decided in its infinite wisdom that it was okay to take away social media from the Gen Zers there. And what Gen Z did because they were being critical of the government, right? They were tired of the corruption,
It's
right?
coming here too.
Okay, well, hold on. So what they did is in the span of 24 hours, they marched onto their capital and into what they call the parliament, right, where the government is, and they burned the motherfucker to the ground, literally. Now, 34 people lost their lives, 1,000 people were injured, but in the span of 24 hours, they burned the parliament. They forced the prime minister to resign, and in the process, they elected a new prime minister via Discord.
Oh, now this sounds familiar because this is what happened. Like when they did this, didn't they have the One Piece flag from Going Merry, their flag?
So, in the span of 24 hours, Breakman,
Mhm.
the young people of that country were disenchanted because of something the government did. Went in, raised the government, elected a new leader, a whistleblower, and the next day we're out on the streets cleaning Nepal up.
Nice.
Yes, all within a span of 24 hours. There's a viral video.
But like the fascists have got to be stopped. And if you're
No,
not
so
gonna
now
stop
I remember hearing about it. I just won't remember people talking about it for an extended period of time.
There's a reason for that, Eric. It's because it's being censored in this country because we don't want to give anybody here any ideas.
People can't shut up about Charlie Kirk for 2 weeks.
Well, okay.
Charlie Hill. I don't think I've heard of that guy.
So no, they're stable now, Chris. They made it very clear. Their people made it very clear what they wanted. They didn't want a fascist government telling them that they couldn't have nice things, right? It looks beautiful. And look, there was unrest and some people had to be sacrificed. But the end result is now they got a new outlook. And the current regime knows that if they get out of line, the same thing's going to happen to them. That is real power. That's real power. I'm not telling everybody in this country to go violent. We've seen the results of that. What I'm saying is there is a tipping point. And if the people finally wake up in this country, something similar is going to happen. So my thing that I want to talk about for the next few minutes here, guys, we don't got too much time, is why does our media suck so bad? Why does our media suck so bad? Last night, guys, I was out on a call, right? I'm an activist here in Denver. I make no bones about it. I'm very peaceful. You know, I have a mouth though, and I do use it a lot of times. You guys have seen me in action. Okay. But I was out on a call. It was apparently 2 people got shot by cops. One person died. I believe that person was 17 years old, male, happens to be white, which I don't care. Right. I mean, so the media in its infinite wisdom, the chief of police is standing there. And the media is throwing softball question after softball question. Oh, when did this happen? You know, how did it happen?
Well, he's getting to it.
They didn't ask any pertinent questions. The only question that I asked, the only question that I asked, sorry guys, my audio is going.
I got quiet. I'm like, what did
Did we lose Frank?
No.
I was just thinking they took him out. They got to him. Shit.
The only question that I asked was a very simple question that none of them could ask. Was the mental health team on its way? Because all I was hearing was these guys were crazy, right? They were crazy. They were there's nothing we could do. They were crazy, you know. Okay, well, did you call the mental health team to come out? Well, it was a matter of seconds. That I mean, the cop definitely had to pull out his gun and shoot him. We used every avenue. We used non-lethal force. We used tasers, and they kept coming. Can't wait to see that body cam footage.
Yeah.
Can't wait to see that.
So let me get this straight. They were unarmed, and the cops still felt the need to.
Well, there was a call for weapons, so they were under the assumptions that these guys had weapons. Or
Did they look like they were armed though? I mean, were they holding weapons? If they're holding guns and they're pointing them, I understand shooting at them. But if they're not holding guns and they're not pointing them, what the fuck are the cops shooting them?
Well, that was the question I had when they shot Rajon dead in the street. Right,
Yep.
man. He was unarmed.
Yeah. What about what was the name of the guy who had mental health problems? He laid down in the street so they wouldn't shoot him, and they shot him anyway.
Was it here? Was it here in Aurora, or was it?
I don't think it was in Colorado. I think
okay.
it was in the east side of this country. I want to say, but I don't remember for sure.
I don't know, but it's happened over and over again. All I can say is the media is complicit. The media is absolutely complicit in covering up bullshit that's going on in this country, and they're also complicit in covering up shit that's going on around the world. They are 100% complicit.
Yeah. I mean, it's only going to get worse because we've had billionaires that keep buying it up, and now we have the FCC just making direct threats to networks if you don't get rid of the guy who's saying the shit we don't like about the president. Well, we're going to fine you heavily, and we're going to do this and that and whatever. But they don't even have to do any of that because the threat alone is enough to make these networks and newspapers and law firms just crumble.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous. Like, they hear one threat and they're like, oh God, here's some money and stuff like that. And then you always find out, well, we don't always find out, but a lot of times, like, we found out that there's going to be another merger coming up, and they want Trump in their side,
It's all about money.
Yeah. Just like the Paramount deal was, they got rid of Colbert so they could sell the network to somebody else.
Yeah. It's all about money. You can't believe a damn thing coming out of mainstream media. I agree, Flea. Fuck them all. No. CNN, Fox, MSNBC.
Yeah, the cable are the worst of the worst. They're straight up propaganda networks.
I was more of a journalist, guys and gals, last night than any of the media here in Denver. What does that tell you? Mexican guy out there on the streets, activist, is way more of a journalist.
You should be getting the money that those supposed journalists are getting every day.
Absolutely, I should be getting that money, 100%.
But you don't call for the extermination of the homeless like they do.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like this segment was, they're sitting around talking about what we need to do with the homeless, and the first one was talking about drugging them and shit like that. Like the one guy is like, let's drug them and stuff, and then Kilmeade's like, oh no, let's just kill them. Let's just get them out of the way.
Yeah, why isn't he?
The other two didn't flinch. They didn't react like that was the worst thing they'd ever heard. They acted like, yeah, that makes reasonable. Let's kill him.
I think it was Caitlyn Jenner that said something very similar, Rick, man. Let's just get rid of them. Euthanize them. They're animals.
Well, my idea of getting rid of the homeless would be like to make them not homeless in the first place.
How about that? How about we think of things like that, creative ideas to get these people into housing?
No, that's too much effort for our tiny brains.
It's not too much effort.
It would be a lot cheaper to do. Like, it'd be a lot cheaper to house them than it would be to build them like tiny houses than to imprison them like they're talking about doing. I mean, that's basically it. Like, they need homes, right?
They need cheap slaves, so they'll put them in prison. They'll kill them.
Being poor, being poverty stricken is now the excuse to get rid of you. And like Frank was saying earlier, they need people to do the quote unquote illegal immigrant work because they got rid of all the quote unquote illegal immigrants.
Oh yeah.
So now they need people to do that. So that's why they're gonna force more and more of us. More and more.
Also, why they want child labor laws removed.
Who? Yeah. Oh God, those are gonna go to. You're right. Absolutely right. I mean, they've already tried and like.
Chip away at it, lower the age until it's like a point where like You might as well say they're gone.
You know, the other thing we're going to lower.
Somebody's born and they put a hard hat on the motherfuckers. Hey, get out there and construct, bitches.
Yeah, I mean, these
Little
are
fucking baby, I want you walking tomorrow. So I want you in this fucking mines.
yeah.
Right.
Well, a lot of those states are the same states that refuse to get rid of child marriage.
Yeah,
No, that's when the girls are most fertile. Like
that's tradition.
yeah, that's tradition. Or what if there's love between the 80-year-old man and that 14-year-old girl?
God, man. Jeez.
I mean, and 99% of those are, the male
Yeah,
adult.
sure, love might
marrying
be
with
there, but that
child.
doesn't mean consummating any kind of physical intimacy or whatever.
Iowa decimated their child labor laws. Yeah, pretty soon we're going to have 10-year-olds working, Flea.
Yeah, they like to say that all homeless people are mentally ill or they're drug addicts, and that's just not the fucking truth at all.
Well,
Like,
let's
so many
assume
homeless people-
let's assume they are. Let's attack the problem.
right.
Let's have more mental health facilities and alcohol detox facilities. How about that?
Mhm. They
And
always talk
drug
about there's enough money. There's billions of dollars spent on the homeless. Like there's no excuse for them not to be on the streets. It's not enough money. That's $1 billion they're coming up with it, and not enough money is being given to the homeless across the country. There aren't enough beds. There aren't.
Yeah. Look, when I do homeless runs, I don't care if someone is a drug addict or an alcoholic, and we need to get out of that mentality, right? We need to stop
Like
thinking
I
of
said, they
these-
just use that as a way to like
Right.
bastardize.
I know. We need to stop thinking about the drug use and the alcoholism and start attacking the problem. The problem is homelessness, and it is buoyed by alcohol addiction, drug addiction, and plain and simple, it's getting harder and harder to live with the amount of money that they're giving us. Not all of them are. I've been out there. I know. Not all of these people are fucking drug addicts. Not all of them are alcoholics.
And think about why some of them turn to those things.
And they talk
Because
about
they're
like,
depressed as hell,
Yeah.
and it's the one moment of joy that's taking in their lives, even if it's just an illusion of joy.
You know what someone was used to tell me?
Mhm.
Never forget this. They're all drug addicts. They're all alcoholics. Okay, let's go with that assumption. When I go out there and I give somebody some food, maybe I'm also giving them something else. You know what that something else is? Hope.
good. There are a lot of like single women who escaped abuse, boys and girls who escaped homophobic parents or were kicked out by their parents. These people end up on drugs because they're out on the street. They don't end up on the street because of drugs. This is a cycle that's created by the wealthy people who have created this society where we kick people out of their homes for being gay, or we kick old ladies out of their homes because the mortgage is, she bought the home, paid for all of it, but she's now sick, so we're taking it.
You know what Chris says, and this is Chris says dignity. You give them dignity. 100%, Chris. And anybody that is opposed to one human being giving another person dignity and hope isn't worth a fucking thing.
And yeah, that's true. And there's a lot of people out there that are homeless. They're actually working. They do have jobs. When I say go get a job and stuff like that, there's a huge problem. If you don't have a license or an ID, which a lot of homeless people just don't have access to getting,
or an address,
or a house.
Well, you can still get a job without a house, but
But it's a lot harder.
I know, but you're right. I mean, they just put as many things in front of them as possible to make it impossible for them to get off the streets, and then they blame them for being there.
Yeah. All
I
right.
technically don't own a home, but I do have housing because I rent.
Yeah, I mean there's nothing wrong with that, Eric. It's not about ownership of anything, because technically speaking, homeowners don't own their house either. And you know how I know that? All they have to do is not pay their taxes, and let's see what happens to that house.
And like I was saying, if you're an old person and you get sick, if you don't have like a younger family member or something to sign over the home to, they'll just take your shit.
Yeah.
Just take it. The government will just take it.
Yeah.
That's
All right.
the country we live in.
No,
We
no,
don't live in a free country. It's only gotten worse.
Now, weird and insane libertarians will say taxation is theft. No, that repossession is theft.
Yeah. Okay, that's all we got for today. Breakman, can you stay on for a little bit after? I want to
Sure.
talk to you about something very cool.
Let's
Let's
Frank
do
is giving the homeless a hand job. Oh man.
our fucking Freak 5. How dare you? Frank, give the homeless a reach, or why not? Let's go to my fuck yeah.
If that means a hug, then why not?
Yeah, exactly. You know, you'd be surprised. Even to talk to a homeless person is a big thing sometimes in a person's life.
Yeah.
You know how many people thumb their nose
Yeah.
at homeless people when they walk by? I've seen it firsthand. Thanks, Jackie. I'll be back tomorrow.
Watches a lot of like outreach videos to the homeless and stuff like that, and they almost all say universally the thing that that helps them the most is just a conversation.
Yeah. Hey, Jackie, I'll check. I'll see you tomorrow on the comment show for sure. All right.
They feel like a human, which they don't get to feel like a lot of the time.
Later, Flea. Have a great evening. Eric, I'm sorry, Breakman. Let's do our plugs. Get the fuck out of here.
You can find me at the Breakman on Blue Sky. I don't think I've been suspended again yet, but let me check. Let's double check because I've been saying a lot of things about Charlie Kirk, and none of them have been untrue, but they are just calling him out and his defenders. No, looks like I'm not suspended. There's a picture of Melania as the black spy from Spy vs. Spy.
Come on, Breakman, your plug, sir, please.
Look, I told you, follow the Breakman on Blue Sky.
All right, Eric.
You can find my written reviews of the past on BostonPastBrigade.com. And there's also the audio reviews for the RSS feed for the show. That's RPGrinders.podbean.com. If you like either of those things and you want to support me, there's a link to my Patreon and my Blue Sky and Mastodon profiles. That's at EricRPG at either the following .social. Sending me as little as $1 per month or whatever you can for a one time would help me out. And it'll give me the opportunity to get more stuff so I can put more reviews out or, get new tools so I can sound better during the show or the audio reviews even.
I don't think there's any hope for you on that, Eric. No, just kidding. Just kidding, dude.
Frank, get your exile button ready. According to Freak, Frank remembers being homeless, but that is because he was born before the concept of homes.
Exiled! Exiled! Son of a bitch. How dare you? Dare you?
Oh, what's our only plans this week? She is having a JOI video as Frank jerks off to a homeless man.
Fuck off, Freak.
Jerk off instructions. That's what it is. Jerk off instructions. I had to think of it.
Exiled. Son of a bitch.
Yeah.
All right.
Not a jerk.
Hey, check me out tomorrow on my show on the Mexican Longhair channel. That would be the comment show, which is always fun. I think I got some spicy comments too, so I can't wait for that. All right, that's about all I got for you guys. Have a great weekend. Enjoy it. Enjoy life because it could be way worse. You know what I'm saying? Could be way worse.
Just remember, God is still out there and he's still performing. He's on tour right now.
What if God was one of us? Take care, everybody. Have a great day. Anything else, gentlemen?
Stay safe.
Yeah. All right. Stay safe this weekend. We want to see you back here next week. Until then, we are out. Later, everybody.
I met him in a swamp down Dago Bar, where bubbles go down like a giant carbonated soda. SODA soda. I saw the little rock sitting down a log. I asked.
All right, everybody on YouTube land and on Twitch. See y'all later. We'll see you guys next.
Yeah.
Let me end this stream as well, and give me about